Greetings, fellow musicians. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of what you can expect to do and learn in week 5 of Elements of Music. Starting off, as always, we have our quintessential overview section, and beneath that, our Focus First assignments. If this section applies to you, again, please get in touch with me if you have any questions relating to what specific assignments you need to complete, as well as any specific questions about those assignments. Thank you. Scrolling a little bit further down, we come to our blog for this week, which is all about Mozart, or Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, if you want to use his full name. Mozart is considered one of the most important composers of the classical period, and I don't think it's a stretch to say that his whimsical style of composing, as well as his sheer musical brilliance, very much shaped the music of that era. In this blog, you'll learn a little bit more about him as a composer. You'll listen to one of his most popular songs and reflect on why he was so important to this era. Mozart also just happens to be one of my favorite composers in classical music in general. So if you ever want to dive a little bit more deeply into his works or his character, you can send me a personal message and I'd be more than happy to expand on the information included in this blog. Going a little bit further down, we come to our musictheory.net assignment, which is all about dots and ties. These are both things that influence the rhythm of a song. Dots, you can think of these as sort of like subtraction, in that they shorten the duration of certain notes that they are attached to. Whereas ties are the opposite. You can think of these like addition, where they increase the duration of notes. So you'll learn about both of those things in this assignment. However, you will not need to incorporate those things for your microcomposition. Instead, you're going to be writing a very basic harmony line for what you wrote in week 4. This basic harmony line is called a drone. And no, I don't mean the ones that fly. A drone, just like I said, is a very basic harmony line that supports a melody or a bigger composition. You will be using what you wrote in week 4 and adding a drone to that. While you will quickly see that that harmony line is rather simplistic, it is a good entry point to getting you used to composing with harmony, and it sets the groundwork for more complicated harmonic concepts we're going to learn in later weeks of the course. And yes, you will get to use those more complex harmonic concepts, I promise. Scrolling down a little bit further, we come to the classic glossary and quiz pairing. The glossary terms for this week are 38 to 48, all relating to the classical period, as you would expect. And when it comes to the quiz, you will learn about societal movements in the classical period, very popular forms, as well as what we know today as the piano. Now, unlike previous quizzes, this quiz contains a video. If you find the video a little bit hard to follow along with, as I have, the speaker tends to talk quite quickly, I have created and included a transcript for the video. So you're welcome to follow along with both the video and the transcript, or one or the other. This is how I would approach both the glossary and the quiz for this week. When it comes to the glossary, I would definitely use the transcript. You can do either a Command F or a Control F if you're on Mac or PC to find the specific terms that are in the glossary, and then you can just automatically go to that section, read about it, and then form a definition for that term. And similarly, you can use the transcript to help you find specific answers for the questions in the quiz, too. I do think it's important, though, to watch the video alongside reading the transcript, just because there are some musical examples that go along with it, particularly at the end of the video. So please make sure to do that. Well, what I meant to say was, watch the video and have the transcript ready and available as you take the quiz. Okay, last two items. Musical performance review, again, not due until week 8. This is just a reminder. If you're still having trouble finding a live concert to attend or a recording of a concert to view, let me know and I can help you with either of those things. If you are finished early with your concert write-up, you can send me an email. I will grade it in Blackboard and I will let you know when it is graded. The final item, if you have decided to go the honors track in Elements, your week 5 assignment is going to be all about Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven, if you want to use his full name. Beethoven is unique in that he was a bit of a trailblazer. His music doesn't quite follow all of the conventions of the classical period, and it doesn't quite follow all of the conventions of the period that comes after him. He's a bit of an anomaly in that he borrows elements from the classical music period, or rather, from the classical period, reinterprets them in his own unique style, and he sort of is the transition between the classical period and what comes next. You're going to learn all about the history of what was happening societally, in society when Beethoven was alive, as well as his very unique compositional style. And with that, that is the overview for everything you will do and learn in week 5 of Elements. If you have any questions at all about anything I discussed, please get in touch with me at any time. You always have my ear. With that, I wish you a great week, and music be with you.